And we are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Good evening once again, and welcome to another episode of our Winning Wednesday. So it's our second episode, and we are joined tonight by another special guest from the East Coast of the USA. So before we get started with our event tonight, so let me just introduce myself. So I'm Mako. I'm one of the co-hosts of tonight's Winning Wednesdays together with my business partner Angel. So I'm based here in Edmonton, in Canada. So originally from Cebu, Philippines. Yeah, and how about you, Angel?
Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. It is back. We're back again to our Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday is a live that me and Sis Mako came up so we can put some business owners and business partners that share their inspiring stories, and then and us to inspire other viewers and all the followers that we have. So my name is Angel. I am here in Missouri, USA, on the central side of the US, and I have been here for 21 years. I am a mom, a military wife, social worker by profession, and I've been running my business for quite some time. So back to you, Sis Mako.
Yes, thank you so much, Miss Angel. And of course, without further ado, let me introduce our guest for tonight. So, Coco, just introduce yourself, and I believe I'm just going to ask you the first question after your introduction.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for having me, Sis Maiko and Sis Angel tonight. I'm so honored and excited. Yes, my name is Coco. I'm originally from Japan, and I've been living in the United States for 30 years now. And I'm working in an American corporate as a full time, 5 days in a week. And I start this digital business six 17 months ago, and as a side hustle and for my financial secure retirement plan B. And I'm enjoying this. And I have a one grown-up daughter. She's living 3 hours away from me, same in the states of Virginia, and she's doing good. So that's all about me. And back to Mrs. Mako.
Thank you so much, Sis Coco. Yeah, so you've been a salon owner. Now you're working corporate.
Mhm.
Um, my first question for you is like, when you started your salon business, so what inspired you to start that salon, and what were the lessons that you can take from that experience?
Yes, I always interested in like a makeup and then doing nail and stuff like this. And then at that time, before we get married, I mean, I was in Japan, but at that time, I already know I'm coming to United States as a Navy wife. So, my ex-husband said, why don't you start your career in when we after we in the United States? So when I came to United States, 1996, and I went to school and get licensed, and and doing this and working several different nail salon. But um, I was so thankful to have my own shop and being like a 25 years, and just I'm enjoying this. And you know what? As long as you have a passion, I used to work like a 13, 14, 15 hours in the day when I was younger. So I was so happy, and I don't mind long hour. I love it. But unfortunately, as I getting older, my body is not cooperate like that long hours anymore. So that's another thing, as long as you have a passion, I think I'm happy. I was so happy. Yes. But that was the kind of like a turning point. But I learned a lesson, if you're happy, you don't care the long hour, how hard the situation is. It's everything in my mind. Yes. So I think it's kind of like a turning point, but that's why I had a limitation for physical limitation, and I had to give it away my career as a nail salon. So I gave up. I sold my shop and then everything, and then I start working American corporate. Then the money wise, it's okay. Yes, I can pay the bill, and then it's okay. Yes, but my mind, I wasn't happy at all because I don't have any passion for the American corporate, that job. I mean, I'm still doing a job. Yes, that's the point. I'm really trying to tell. It's everything in my mind. As long as I have the right mindset, as long as I'm happy inside of me, not a situation, not anything, not a condition. So, since I start this business, I'm so happy inside of me. So even that I work same company, I feel like I get back my passion, like when I used to own my nail shop. That was my passion. So working the different things, doing the different things daily basis, but everything is in my mind. I am so since I start this business, um I'm really inside of me is really fulfilled and then happy, and I feel like I have a passion back, and I find a passion or purpose in my life again. Yes. So that's kind of like a big transition for me. Yeah.
Yeah, uh, I can see that you're a very passionate person, right? Like it's really true. Like if you're doing something that like you don't like, even just a word like, it's
Mhm.
like so much more if like you don't have the passion for it. Like it's really like boring, right? Like you don't feel the purpose. Like what's the purpose of doing it day in and day out if you don't have your feelings? Like you don't love what you're doing, right? And
Mhm.
I really can relate because like it's just felt like maybe awkward or forced, right? If you don't like even just
Yes.
a like word, right?
Yes.
What you're doing. And maybe like there are some people, like maybe many people, like they're just forced to do, like especially on the workforce side, employee side, right? They're forced because out of necessity they need to find work, right? They need to
Yes.
have a job, of course, to pay for everyday needs, right?
Mhm.
And I know you've touched about the turning point. Can you expound more on that? Like what really made you say yes to starting your digital business? Why not, like you are an employee corporate, but why not other types of businesses out there? Why digital business?
Yes. It's kind of, it sounds funny. I'm not a tech savvy, and like most people talking about in this digital business, it's kind of funny. But and then I'm the most one. I was like, okay, according to my daughter, she always described me like my mom is living in a cave, kind of like this. I never shop in Amazon. I never order grocery from the whatever called online grocery shop, anything. I never done it before. But I always kind of like envy, since especially COVID, everything shifting to online, because we're always talking about social distance and you know um touching the people, or the distance close to the people, we kind of like avoiding on that time. So everything shift in the business and communicating and everything online now. But I always think, oh, it's not gonna be me. But the part of me also like seeing the people open a laptop in a Starbucks and somewhere a coffee shop and go like this, and then that looks so cool, and what she's doing, what he's doing. But I never think I could be like that. But I always think envy, like, ooh, that looks so cool. But so I never interested in digital business and technique and a computer or anything. Yes, but since I give it away my career and working 9 to 5 job in the corporate, just the little things from the beginning. the little doubt in my mind, like, am I going to live in, like this the rest of my life? And then the little tiny doubt is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, day by day, month by month, you know. And I'm a 58 years old, and I still have a few years to retire. So I have to do something for living, for paying the bill, right? So at the same, so that's why, I was like, wait a minute, I supposed to, do nail, I supposed to enjoy my salon business, and then what I'm doing here, but physically I can't do it. I don't want a surgery. So it's kind of really, really devastating, and then this is really fighting inside of me. And then I just bump into the advertise about a digital business. Oh, and then before that, I lost my father, and he was 90 years old. He had a good life, good long life, but I didn't expect in he's gone that quickly. He just got a pneumonia, and then he's in the hospital, and after 2 months, he gone. He didn't come back home. So that time I was in Japan to help him. So, but anyway, at that time, I already sold my nail salon. And then I moved to Japan and I helped my parents. And then my father passed. So, everything comes up, and then, am I happy like this? And then, after my father passed, healthy, 90 years old, healthy, like a horse, father passed, like boom, all of a sudden, no expect, you know. And I realized everybody talking about the life is short. But at that time, I really, really feel that way too. Is that that's what the people talking about. So all the feeling and the mixed up inside of me, and then my doubt is getting bigger and bigger. And then I find this digital business online on the social media. And of course, if I was, didn't lose my father, if I didn't lose my nail business, maybe I didn't pay attention that ad. But something, it caught my eyes, because at that time I feel like I gotta do something new, I gotta do something different. Life is short, my dad's gone, so my dad's gone, that means, everybody could go on anytime, there's no promise, tomorrow is not promised, kind of like all the feeling in the mix in my mind. Okay, let me pick. I don't even know what does the digital word mean, and I didn't even have a computer that time. I was looking at my cell phone, and and then I was really kind of like a curious, and then so I took the complimentary the website webinar, and then watching the video, and I saw every all different people, different age, different background, different country, the success story from the scratch. Just like me, most people don't even have experience, but they have own amazing training system and all the things. And then, okay, let me try. There's nothing to lose, and I gotta do something new. And that's kind of thing. It just popped in my mind. If I don't like it, well, so what? Just give it a try. So just because I lost everything, and I decide to do something from scratch, and I try to searching for my purpose and stuff like this. So that timing is just matching on this the time I saw the digital business, and like, okay. And when I heard everybody's success story, and of course I was skeptical, and I doubt myself. Are you sure you can do it? And and like I say, I don't have a computer, so I start this business with my daughter's old laptop computer. When she moved out, she left it. She left it in my home. So wait a minute, let me find out. So just digging in the box and then find the laptop. So okay, let me try it. I don't even know how to use, but since I committed, of course it's up and down, but it's kind of like my life project. I feel like I found a life project. I gotta start from scratch. Just like 30 years ago when I went to the nail school. Okay, how to do this, how to do this, that passion. So makes me feel like really happy and maybe a little bit younger because I'm learning the new stuff makes me stimulate or makes me feel like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. Kind of like a little tiny achievement every achievement. So it makes me happy. And then, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And so that's how I've been since I started this business. So it's really, I am so glad I take a little action 17 months ago now. Yes. So that's I am right now.
Wow, that is nice. Thank you. Thank you, Coco. That is amazing. Speaking of which, you talk about your previous business, which is your nail salon, and then the passing of your dad, and how life is so short and stuff like that. But then when you ventured to this online business, you were really worried because, what the heck is this computer thing? I have to dig my daughter's computer, all those other things. Those are new, right? Those are very, very new to you. You're like, you probably was dusting that computer and you're like, I hope this computer works still because my daughter just left it. So I would definitely say that's probably one of your challenges, like just starting, not knowing what the digital world is all about, right? So how did you shift your mindset? Like being able to because now you have that passion, now you have that drive. I really feel like every time I talk to you and every time you're guest on our live, I feel like you have that strong passion and drive that you're building something.
Mhm.
So what is your mindset now that you're really have that passion? Like what do you always tell yourself, like I know that I'm not tech savvy. I know I've been digging on this computer for the very first time because I just started 17 months ago. What is your mindset now that those are just your challenges, but how did you shift that and how did you take that to be able to still continue push after 17 months that you still have that momentum?
Yes. There's on this business system, they have a really, really great supporting system and training system also. And like this, it's when we do in the live or the meeting and all different kind of supportive meeting and occasion to learn. Of course, I did not have the same mindset 17 months ago. It's kind of accumulate and building up and got inspired from the other business partner every occasion, every meeting. And then I attended the worldwide convention back in June this year. And that was really, really like my passion more, because well, before that, I already have like really inspired from everybody and all different people around the world, little by little. And it's all positive. And then I don't even know what to start, but little things so accumulate and piled up in my mind. And then when I went to the convention in June, I met in person each business partner, every business partner who inspired me before that. It gets connected, like the dots and dots and then connecting, and then connect. Make a little line. I feel like it. So I really, really happy in this community, and I really 100% sure I'm in a right place at this point. And of course, I still working. I'm still learning. I'm on the process, but where I come from, when I have experience from, everything put together. And I'm not young, but at the same time, I've been living long enough, though I've had enough experience. So why don't we use this and all the little element, put it together, and then they always my you know great uh business partner, everybody just supporting each other. So, they support me, but they said I support them too. So it's kind of like a building and rise together. That all the positive mentalities always help me. Yes. And even a little up and down, of course, but each accomplish little bit. Like I say, I did not know how to use computer. So just a little bit, make that my picture like a collage, and then doing a camber, and then making poster, and just a little things achieve. And, oh, I can do that. That bring me confidence. So it's like this, a 17 month, and then I'm not perfect. I'm still in a process, but I think if bad things happen, it's not a bad. This is about the way I accept it, the way I perspected the thing, the bad things. Bad thing is not bad. I can see, how can I say? I think I can flip the bad things to positive way in my mind. It's the same things happen from outside to me, but inside of me can switch it. You know, that kind of right mindset. I think I build it now. So, you know, every little achievement plus the little the mindset is shifting. So these kind of technique, the shift in my mindset is, I think that's the biggest things I learned from this business. And I will be more better version of me in the future, trying to. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely agree. The mindset really is a very, very important, like, aspect. Like, I think all the business owners in our community would definitely agree with you. Like, mindset is really the first thing, that you need to like what you said, recalibrate, right? From you shift like 180-degree shift from, like, believing in yourself now that you can do this, even though you had challenges when
Mhm.
starting the business, because like online business, you're not even you don't even know how to use a computer, you don't have a computer, right? So that's really a very, very what you call it, like physical, challenge, and then a physical shift in mindset. Right?
Yes.
And you talked about that the shift in your mindset is one of your wins, when you started your online business journey. And I want you to look back,
Mhm.
from your previous experience being a salon business owner, and even your current corporate work experience. How has this, those past experiences help you, like, made, those wins, and then uh, in your digital business, and then what can you consider as your biggest win today in your journey so far? Like, so far as of today, aside from the mindset shift that really is really an improvement, right? Like in everybody, like, in any person's life.
Yes. So, yes, it's not easy. Yes, I understand that. And of course, staying in a comfortable is a human nature. Yes. So that's the two different things. If you take a little action, or, you know, if somebody waiting for the perfect timing to start to do it, to get out the box, to get out the comfortable zone, there is no such perfect timing at all, I think. So, like everybody say, don't wait for the perfect timing. And I totally 200% agree, because I wasn't ready. I didn't even know, but just follow my guts. I mean, to me, yes. So if you are totally happy right now, I mean, just keep scrolling. Don't listen to me. Yeah, that's fine. But if you want to change, or you want to do something, or you want to try something, you know, just have a little brave, or just take a little action in the beginning. You don't need to be perfect for the start. You do a little start. You start from messy way, or any different condition. It doesn't matter. The action is the first step. And and then, me personally, I'd like to say loudly, I start this age of 58, and I'm not, my generation is not a computer generation, like I say. And then I am the way behind in my generation too. But anyway, starting the new things and the learning things and get out the comfort zone, it's never be too late. So, like everybody say, yeah, if I can do it, so can you. Yes. And definitely, I would say this: if you worry about technique or experience, and the computer skill and stuff like this, if these kind of stuff stop you, don't worry, I'm here. So I would say so loud.
Yeah.
My daughter. Yeah. So that's the biggest things I'd like to say. And just a little, yes, things.
Wow. Thank
Yes.
you for that. That's amazing. We want to make sure that those all those people that would be starting at Coco's age, like she said, she don't even look like 58, whatever she said she is. But we're just gonna make sure we
Yes.
send it to your way, since you said that be in your group, and because you both are learning. And I like that. I like the way that you said that, if you want to start in a messy way, start anyway. Whatever it is, you started something, and we know, as we all know, and we this is pretty common to all the people that will be watching us, or just kind of sneaking around and snooping around, because some people, when they saw, or when they see this ad, or when they see this live, or when they see us talking, they really don't, it's either they're just scrolling, or there's a big thing happened to their life that they were looking, right? So for you, what would be what would be one thing that you would tell to those people? And I know you said this now, but what would you tell these people that are just either scrolling, or really found us because there is a big thing that happened to their life that they were looking? What would be your biggest encouragement word for them?
Yes. So I just say, like I say that, if you're happy, just keep scrolling. You know, if you if our story catch your eyes, it's meant to be. This is not an accident. Like like when I met this business 17 months
Mhm,
ago, it was not an accident. They caught my eyes, and then I catch it, and then I click to get more information. You know, so
mhm,
it's, to me, I just follow my guts. But
mhm,
I'm just saying, these all things, if you saw us, if you listen to us tonight, it's not accident.
mhm,
It's accident. You already scroll it down up. We, you don't even listen to me. You don't even listen to this talk show, right? But if you, oh, wait a minute, what they doing? The stuff, and
mhm,
you're not interested. Just, okay, they're talking about something. Go ahead to scroll.
mhm,
If you listen, not hearing, listen to our conversation, that means it meant to be. It's not an accident. So, just be honest, listen to your heart. Yes. And just a little action, you know, and Start from small. Start whatever you have. Whenever you see, whenever your gut says something, just follow. Yes.
Wow, those are very, very like relatable words, Coco. Like because like what I've observed with
Mhm.
even like me in my like I am working as well full time, but like because like for me I'm guilty of that one. Like in some things I'm like some sort of a perfectionist, right? So waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect time, right? And
Oh.
then making sure everything's perfect before pressing that send button, pressing that start button, pressing that go live button, or doing starting anything, right?
Mhm.
So I'm guilty of that. But you've talked a lot about life itself and what you've learned and how you apply the past learnings into your current journey and even in the future, right? There's always something that you can use from from the learnings of the past and then going into the future. And uh, I like I'm gonna pick two things tonight what you shared with us, and I'm gonna ask this angel as well to share her thoughts, like closing statement. Like I really love what you said about being passionate in everything that you do, because without passion, like oh my god, you'll be like an anemic, like no life in whatever you do, right? And
Mhm.
it shows. If you don't love or even just like what you do, it shows to the people around you, and that's very like for me that's an important thing too. You must love what you do, may it be like your work, even like taking care of your family. So you must have that passion. And even if you are in a public servant or you want to serve your community, you want to give back, so make sure it's like it's out of passion, not out of getting something out from good things that you do. And searching for your purpose, I think that's related as well, right? Searching for your purpose to
Mhm.
make your life worth living and doing things right every day.
Yep.
So yeah, those are my 2 points. This angel, how about you?
I'm truly blown away, very blown away. I always love having Coco because that's always I see is the passion, the passion that what she loves, she shows it, and she is in the corporate, she tried the corporate job, and it's different. And I am part of the corporate job and I'm still working, and I feel like as much as I love what I'm doing and I love what I help my clients and everything, I still feel like it's missing. That piece is missing. Like something is still missing. Like there's just a hole there, and it's so different and I like the thought about that too, is trust your gut, when she said that if you're just scrolling and you're happy about your life and you're just scrolling and you don't even want to listen, because listening is different from just watching, right? You can watch, but you really it's not clicking, you don't understand what we're talking about, or because I've tried it before, and before my coach would say just listen to the training or watch the training, and I'm thinking that's two different things, I can't, I can watch, but if I'm not listening, I'm not getting it. So I have to like if I thought I was productive, I wasn't productive anymore because I'd go back because I didn't understand. So I like the thought that she said that if you are just scrolling and you're just passing us by, that means
Mhm.
we didn't, it didn't caught your attention. You didn't probably need us at this moment. Nothing is big that is going on with your life that you thought about a different kind of a career or a job or anything like that, and if this caught your eye, if you are listening to our story and if that resonates you, that means it's meant to be, because in this world, there's nothing, everything is all matching up, it's not something, it's always coincidental that you found this or you saw this, because it relates to whatever's going on with your life. So I have learned that passion is very important. You have
Yes.
to love what you do. It doesn't matter if you are in the highest peak of your career, but if you don't love that, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you got. And then number two is that listen to your heart, follow
Yes.
your gut, and if you have to start messy because it doesn't matter. You start anyway, and if you have some struggles, learn from it. Enjoy the journey. As you can see, guys, how Coco is. She's enjoying the journey. She had to start from scratch. She had to
Yes,
open
yes.
a old laptop and everything. I'm gonna be guessing now that Coco's probably doing her business by the beach because Virginia beaches probably have nice beaches out there. So, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yes. Oh my God. Like, yeah, really, Coco. Thank you so much for your time tonight. So, okay, we're over 30 minutes, but it's good because we gain a lot of insights from Coco. And for those of you who are watching us, like, yes, the three of us, we're running our own digital businesses. We're using the same platform. And as what Coco said, like, start messy. You don't need to wait for the perfect timing.
yes.
Uh, you don't need to, make those stars align to start the business. So if you are interested, so Coco's website is there. You can register at her website and, see if this business is a fit for your life. And, you know, always remember that success, you can never find success in your comfort zone. So, yeah, get out of your comfort zone and see what the online space can do for you. So, we hope that you get even just one tiny bit of nugget from our discussion tonight. So, thank you for those watching us live for another episode of our Winning Wednesdays. And for those watching the replay, so we are live. So, I think we're live in all our Facebook pages and profiles and YouTube as well. So we'll see you next Wednesday for another episode and another special guest. So thank you so much, Coco. We
Thank
always
Thank
you.
you,
love to have you
Coco.
in
Thank
our discussion. And Sis Angel, thank you so much for co-hosting this with me. And good night, everybody. God bless. Take
God
care.
bless.
Bye
Bye.
bye.